Question number 3 of exercise 1.5. Recall, pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference, say C, of a circle to its diameter, say D. That is, pi is equal to C divided by D. This seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? Here we are given the irrational number pi. We know that pi is an irrational number because we know its value, right? The decimal expression of this pi is non-terminating, non-recurring. That is why it is an irrational number. That is the fact. We know the definition of pi. What it is? Pi is equal to C divided by D. This is the formula. What is the definition? Pi is defined as the ratio of C, circumference, and diameter, that is D. Okay, here what is asked? It is said that this seems to contradict the fact that pi is irrational. Why? Because circumference and this is diameter. Okay, circumference is the length. So when we measure the length with the help of a scale, then it will be a rational. We measure diameter with the help of a scale, then it is a rational number. Then how it is possible that pi will be an irrational number? If circumference is rational, diameter is rational, and this is division of both. So the quotient of these two will be rational number only. But here we are getting pi as an irrational number. How is it possible? That we have to answer for this question. It is very much easy to resolve this contradiction. How? See, C is circumference, D is diameter. Circumference is the length, diameter is twice the radius. So when we measure the length of a line, length of any line with the help of a scale or with any other device, whatever value we get, that is approximate rational value. Keep this in mind. Whenever we measure any length of a line with the help of a scale, it will be an approximate rational value. What does that mean? It is approximate. So here circumference and diameter both will be irrational. It can be irrational, and that is why if this is irrational, this is also irrational, then the quotient of this two will also be irrational number. So what does this mean? We are getting pi as an irrational number. It is irrational value. This means this two quotient, division of this two, that is irrational number, which means C, circumference, and diameter both are irrational. That is why we are getting value of pi as an irrational number. So there is no contradiction that these two are rational and this is irrational. Okay. When can we get pi as irrational? If these two are irrational numbers. So there is no contradiction for this fact. What will we write? When we measure the length of a line with a scale or with any other device, we only get an approximate rational value. That is, C and D, circumference and diameter, both are irrational. Therefore, C divided by D is irrational, and hence pi is irrational. Thus, there is no contradiction in saying that pi is irrational. So this is your question number 3.